Hello everyone, I am Sunana and in this video I am gonna show you how to make the authentic Bengali Rasagollas. So the first step is to prepare chena from milk. In a kadhai, take 1 liter of fresh milk. An important note here, when you are making chena for Rasagollas, always use fresh milk or otherwise it may result into hard chena. Add 1 tablespoon of fresh cream or butter to the milk. Adding little amount of fat like cream or butter will give a very soft and creamy texture to your chena. While the milk is heating up, we'll prepare a muslin cloth. Take a strainer over a large bowl like this and put the muslin cloth over it. Boil the milk on a medium flame for 4 to 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, turn off the flame and let the milk cool down slightly. An important tip here, do not add vinegar to boiling hot milk because it will result into hard chena. Its temperature should be hot, not boiling hot. I am adding half cup of normal water to make the cool down process fast. Mix 2 tablespoons of vinegar with 2 tablespoons of water and start adding it to the milk. Keep stirring the milk continuously. You will see milk is starting to curdle slowly. If even after 3-4 minutes your milk has not curdled, then you can add some more amount of vinegar and water mixture to it. When you see the milk has almost curdled, strain it as soon as possible. Don't keep it in yellow water for too long. Strain the yellow water out of the chena with the help of a muslin cloth completely. Wash the chena under running water in this way. This will ensure that the acidic taste of vinegar doesn't stay in the chena and will stop the further cooking process. Now, fold the cloth in this way and put a top knot over it. Then squeeze the excess water from the chena. Now, hang the chena from a tap or anywhere in the kitchen in this way and keep it there for 3 to 4 hours. This will ensure that the water has completely drained out of the chena. After 4 hours, take the chena out of the muslin cloth. You can see that the chena has got a very soft and creamy texture to it. Even at this point, I am able to make balls out of it. It should neither be too dry nor too moist. Too dry chena will result into hard rasgullas, whereas if it is too moist or watery, it will start breaking while cooking it in sugar syrup. Add about 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of maida and about half teaspoon of baking powder to the chena. Now start kneading it with your hand. Observe the way I am kneading the chena. You have to knead it in this way for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Authentic Bengali Rasagollas don't have that spongy texture in it, but it has a very different mouth-melting juicy texture. Adding little amount of maida and baking powder will ensure that it gets that perfect juicy texture. After kneading it for about 15 minutes, you will see that your chena has become buttery soft, and this is the right stage to make balls out of it. Put some oil onto your hands and start making small balls out of the kneaded chena. The size of the chena balls totally depends on you, how big or small you want your rasagullas to be. The chena balls are ready. Now I'll prepare the sugar syrup. For making sugar syrup, in a kadhai, take 1 cup of sugar and add 3 cups of water to it. The ratio of sugar is to water should be 1:3. Let the sugar completely dissolve into the water. Add elaichi to it. Bring it to the boiling stage. After it has reached the boiling stage, start dropping the chena balls into it. Let it cook on medium flame. Now make a mixture of 1 tablespoon of maida with 2 tablespoons of water. And add it to the kadhai. Now as you can see, the rasagullas are floating. So what actually happens is, only the bottom part is getting well cooked. Maida will create foam which will cover the rasagullas from the top and will ensure that the top part is also well cooked. Cover it for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, remove the lid and give a light stir to it. You will see that the sugar syrup has started to thicken up. At this point, add little amount of water to it and stir it lightly. Whenever you are making any kind of sweet, always be near to it, as it may require your attention at any point of time. So when will you know that the rasagullas are perfectly cooked? It's when they start to sink in the sugar syrup. Turn off the flame and start tapping it in this way. This will ensure that the syrup goes into the rasagullas. Here I have prepared another sugar syrup in the same way as shown to you and then cooled it down to the room temperature. I am adding these hot rasagullas to the cooled sugar syrup. This will stop the further cooking process. Now let the rasagullas soak into the sugar syrup for at least 5 to 6 hours. And after 5 hours, the rasagullas will be ready to melt in your mouth. If you liked this recipe, then do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching.